How's it going, guys? Today the new February roster update went live. If you guys don't know how to download this, super simple. All you gotta do is go down to rosters. From there, click on active roster. Then you're gonna download the latest one, which of course is online roster 3, February 1st, 2018. As you can see, they already have it downloaded, but all you have to do is click A and it'll download for you. So I'm just gonna go through and show you guys all the changes. There's actually been quite a bit from what I've seen so far. Starting off here with the Anaheim Ducks, obviously. There's some pretty big changes. So Corey Perry's actually down 1 from 86, not having as good a year as he has in the past. I think the second line's the same. Nick Ritchie's actually down 1 from an 80. Wagner's up 3 from a 72. JT Brown, obviously, they picked up off waivers, so he's now on the team. I think the rest of the forward group there is the same. Obviously, Kessler and Getzlaf are now on the starting lineup as before they were injured. Defense here, I think the only change is Montour, up from a 79 to an 81, so a +2. Goalie there, don't think there's been any change. Moving on to the Coyotes now. Perlini's up 1 from a 76. They made that trade for Panic, who's now on the team playing first line. Christian Fischer here is actually up 3 from a 73. I think Ryder's down 1 from an 80. Dvorak, Keller the same. I believe the fourth line's also the same. Same goes for the D and the goalie. Didn't see any changes there. Next up, guys, are the Boston Bruins. Bunch of guys on this team got upgrades. Marchand, DeBrusk, and Krejci all +1. Sure you guys are going to love that Marchand upgrade. Heinen here's up 2. I think that's it for the forwards. Defense here, McAvoy's up 2, now an 84. I thought McAvoy deserved this upgrade last time, so it's good to see him finally getting it. Krug's up 1 to an 84, and after downgrading Rask, they upgraded him again back to an 88. I felt like that downgrade was a little too soon, so good to see them fix that. Moving on to Buffalo, they really haven't made too many changes. Scott Wilson's now on the team, still can't believe they gave Detroit a pick for him. Reinhardt's down 1 from an 82 to an 81. I think on D, Ristolainen might be up 1. I think he was an 85. He might have been an 86, but other than that, Buffalo's the exact same. So moving on to Calgary now. Obviously, Calgary went on a tear there for a bit, so they got some more upgrades. Goudreau's now at 90, was an 89. Ferland's +1 as well from a 78 to a 79. Felic actually dropped 1. He was an 82. Jankowski's up 2 from a 76. Yager was on the team as well, so he's been removed. Defense, I believe, is the exact same. And then in goal, I think Mike Smith got upgraded. I want to say he was like an 85, maybe 84. He might have been 86. I can't remember, but pretty sure he got upgraded. Next, you guys are the Hurricanes. Aho finally got upgraded, now an 85. He was an 83. Both Rask and Skinner are down 1. They were 81 and 85 respectively. Ryan got +3, now is 78. Rest of the forwards there are the same. Defense is also the same. Really think Slavin and Pesci deserve upgrades, maybe like 84 and 83 even, but haven't seen it yet. And then goalies, I think Darlene dropped. He was an 82 or an 83. Now he's an 81 though, same as Cam Ward. Moving on to Chicago now. Tage dropped 1 to an 88, which is pretty hilarious. He has like 6 88 HUD cards. Now he's an 88 in the base game. Duclair obviously on the first line now after being traded. So they're both playing the exact same position. First line right wing, him and Panic. Rest of the team, Sod also dropped 1. Think all the other forwards are the same. Defense, Seabrook dropped 1. He was an 85, now an 84. Obviously, he's having a bit of a rough season. And they now have Osterley playing on the top pair, but I think that's it for Chicago. And next year, the Avs, who obviously have been killing it lately. That's probably going to stop now that McKinnon's out for 2 to 4 weeks, but he did get a huge upgrade. Now 89 overall, +3 from an 86. Well-deserved. He's having a great season. I think he was like tied for first in points at one point, maybe tied for second. Rantanen also got a nice upgrade, +2 from an 83. I thought also he really deserved this. He's just been killing it on that first line. Him, McKinnon, Landeskog, just basically carrying the rest of that team. For other upgrades on Colorado, we have Comfort here, +3 from a 73. And I think that is it. I was looking at defense, didn't really notice anything. And then in goal, I think Bernier also got upgraded. He's an 82 now. And I remember him being like a high 70, maybe 80 right on. So I think they gave him a bit of an upgrade. Moving on to the Blue Jackets now. So far, I think Blue Jackets actually might have the most upgrades. Hopefully, I can remember all of them. They've just had a ton, both actually upgrades and downgrades. So the entire PBJ line there, Panarin, Dubois, Anderson, they're all +1. And then the second line here, Atkinson's down 2, Wenberg's down 1, Foligno's down 1. The third line, Dubinsky's down 1. And then on the fourth line, you got Jokinen, who they picked up off waivers from LA. And then Jenner here's actually down 2, which is really surprising. If he drops 1 more, he'll be in the 70s, which is kind of crazy. Defense here, Jones is actually an 87 now. He got a +2 from an 85. Makes a lot more sense now with their top pair. Same with their second pair. Savard dropped 2 from 84 to an 82, and Johnson dropped 1 from 82 to 81. I always found it strange how Savard, Johnson, Murray, and I think even Jones at one point were all 84, even though like Jones was clearly the best one. So they definitely fixed that. You can't see Murray here, but I think he also dropped one. He was an 84, now an 83. So a ton of changes there with the Blue Jackets lines, but I think they were all for the best. Moving on to Dallas here, they've had a few rating changes. Radulev's up 1 to an 85. Obviously, he's been really hot the past few weeks. Spezza's down 1 to an 81. Janmark's up 1 to a 79. I think the bottom 6 is the same. Klingberg's been killing it. He's actually +3, up from an 86 to an 89. That's a huge upgrade. I don't know about that. I think maybe 88 would have been a bit safer, but I mean, obviously, he did deserve some sort of upgrade. And then Bishop's an 85. I want to say he was an 84. I could be wrong, and that's hard to remember the goalie ratings for some reason. Moving on here to the Red Wings. So they've also had a few changes. The first one here, Nielsen actually dropped 3 from an 83 to an 80. I feel like that's a bit of a harsh drop. I don't know. Maybe you could at least let him like stay at 81. Really sucks too. $5 million 80 overall player. It just hurts. Ferk here's a 79. I think he was like a 76 before. Bertuzzi was like a 72. Now a 76. Tatar also got downgraded. Was an 83. Now an 82. Defense here, DeKaiser's an 80. I think he was an 81 or 82 before. So both him and Nielsen, 80 overall, $5 million players. That's rough. And next year we have the Panthers. Only a couple changes for them. Huberdeau's +1, now an 86. I thought he deserved this last time, so glad to see him get it now. Trocheck also got a +1. Looking through the rest of the team, I think Haley's a +3, now a 75. I think the D is the same with the goaltending, so really only a few changes there for the Panthers. I was looking at LA, and as far as I could tell, no changes to the LA Kings ratings. Obviously, Jokinen's no longer on the team, but other than that, looks to be the exact same. Minnesota Wild only have a couple changes. Zucker's +1 from 81, and then Coyle's actually down 1 from an 84. Looking at their D, I think it's the exact same, and then in goal, Stalock's now 79, was a 77. And next up, guys, we have the Montreal Canadiens. I know I didn't show them last time because I didn't think they had any rating changes, and I'm pretty sure they haven't had any changes again. Like, maybe I'm just missing them. Gallagher might have been an 83. Looking at everyone else, like, I'm pretty sure those are the same ratings, but didn't show Montreal at all last time because I didn't think there was any changes, but figured I would show them for you guys this time just so you can see for yourselves. Again, maybe I missed like a very minor change. Predators here, Johansson's dropped 1 again, now an 84. He's dropped 1 in the last 2 roster updates, not exactly sure why. I don't think he's doing that bad. Bino also dropped 1. Yarncroc, though, is up 1, now an 80. I believe the rest of the forwards are the same. And then defense here, I think Subban was an 87, now an 88. And then in goal, Saros was an 80, now an 81. I think that's it for the Preds. Moving on to the Devils now. Taylor Hall got a +2 upgrade, now an 89. Obviously, I'm a huge Hall fan, so I love that. Hischier and Brad are also both upgraded by +1. Second line here, I don't think any changes were made. That's a pretty rough-looking second line, honestly. Miles Wood got a +1. He was a 77. And I think that's it for the forward group. Defense is also the same except for Will Butcher, now an 84. This one I really don't get. I feel like this would have made a lot more sense at the beginning of the year when you had like 15 points in 15 straight games, but lately he's been pretty average, so I'm not sure why they gave him a +2. He was an 82, but regardless there, he's now 84. So the same as McAvoy. Personally, I think McAvoy is the better defenseman. Moving on to the Islanders here, they've actually had a couple pretty big upgrades. Josh Bailey's down 85. He was an 82, so he got a +3, obviously. That top line's just been killing it this year. I think most of that's attributed to Tavares carrying the two in Lee and Bailey, but still, they're putting up the points, so I really can't say it's not deserved. Barzell's now an 85. He was an 83, so, I mean, he's going to be so sick for franchise mode. 20 years old, 85 overall, elite potential. I got him to, like, 91 or 92 before, like, he got any upgrades, so now he's probably just going to get to, like, crazy high rating. Chimera, I think, is down 1 to a 78. Nelson's down 2 to an 80. I think that's it for the forward group. Defense here, I think the ratings are all the same. It just looks really weird because of injuries and stuff. And then goalies, I believe they were the same before, so either Grice dropped 1 or Halak went up 1. I can't remember. Moving on to the Rangers here, guys. They've only had a couple changes. Hayes is down 1 from 82. Also, Peter Holland's now third line center. Other than that, I think they're pretty much the exact same as last time. Ottawa, though, has had a ton of changes. Obviously, they're having a pretty rough year right now, so they're all downgraded except for one player, I believe. Duchesne's down to an 84. He was an 85. I think that change would have made a bit more sense during the last roster update, but I guess they're kind of just late to it. He's actually getting kind of decent as of late, but overall, I'm fine with the change. Peugeot's also down 1 from an 80 to a 79. Payarvi's now on the team. They got him off waivers from the Blues. Defense here, Shabbat's a 79 now. He was a 76. Both CC and Phaneuf are down 1. CC actually, I think, started the year like an 83. Now he's a 79. So, I mean, that's pretty rough. He's dropped quite fast. And then goalies, both their goalies have actually dropped too. Anderson was 84, and Condon was 80. So, overall, just Ottawa, a bunch of downgrade. And unfortunately, I think it makes sense. Next, you guys are the Flyers. Both Giroux and Voracek are up 1. They were 88s before, now 89s. And then Simmons and Laterra are both down 1. So, I think that makes sense overall. Defense, Provorov got a +2, now an 84. Ghost got a +1, now an 86. I think that's it for the Flyers. So, it makes sense, I guess. Next here are the Pittsburgh Penguins. They've also had a few rating changes. Nothing too crazy, though. So, Sherry here's down 1. He was an 82. Kessel's up 1, now an 89. He's having like one of the best years of his career. And I think that's it for the forwards. Defense here I think is also the same for the ratings, but obviously Alexiak now in that D-core after they traded for him. And then goalies here, Murray actually dropped 1, now an 86. Kind of makes sense. His first year as a starter hasn't been as good as the last couple years, but still not terrible or anything. Moving on to the Sharks here, guys. They haven't had too many changes. Pavelski's down 1 from 87. Not really sure how I feel about that one. LeBlanc's a 79 now. I believe he was a lower 70. Defense here, Burns and Heat are both +1, so Burns is back to being a 90. And then goalies here, Jones dropped 1 and Dell went up 1, so basically the starter and the back are just closer rated now. So overall, I mean, when it's like a plus or minus 1, it's really hard to like argue too much about it. St. Louis Blues here haven't had too many changes. Berglund's down 1. I think their top 6 though has stayed the same rating. Or actually, Thomas though has been added. Tage Thomas there, 19 years old, 76 overall, top 6-4 potential. He might have been in the AHL before, but now he's on the NHL team. Defense here is also the exact same, but then goalies, Hutton now an 83, the exact same rating as Allen. Allen's been struggling of late. I think before Allen was an 84, Hutton was like an 81 or 82, but the exact same now. Next up, we have the most stacked team in this game, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Honestly, if you pick them for franchise mode, it should just be like an automatic cup. Kucherov's now a 92, so we got a +1. I mean, that first line's insane. Point also got a +1, now an 84. I think their bottom 6 is the same, but Corey Conacher is now 4th line center. Defense here, Sergachev's now an 84. I'm a big Sergachev fan, former Spitfire, but I don't know if he should be the same rating as Stralman, especially considering the fact he's been scratched the last couple games. And he gets a lot of sheltered minutes, but I don't know, maybe leave him 84, make Stralman 85. And then a huge upgrade to Vasilevsky. He got a +4. I think that's like the biggest upgrade for any like 80s player. Now a 90 overall, no longer an 80s player. I think he's actually grown the most of any player in this game so far. He started out the year in 84, now a 90. 23 years old, elite potential. He could probably get to like a 95 in franchise mode. I actually want to do like a Tampa Bay franchise mode after looking at this. Like the team's just so stacked. They all still have potential. If they play well, like the amount they could grow is just, who knows, honestly. Maple Leafs here, only a few changes for them. So the first one, Komarov's down 1. He was an 81. Now an 80. Also the lines, they mixed up, but the ratings are all the same. Defense here, Riley's down 85. Thought he should have gotten that last roster update, so good to see him get it this time. You can see the D pairs, no Roman Polaks. I'm sure a lot of you like that. Dermott and Carrick on the third pair. And then goalies here, Anderson's down 87. He was an 86. I think Anderson's been playing really well, so another well-deserved rating boost. Moving on, guys, to the Vancouver Canucks. Not too many changes for them. Besser, though, now an 85. Was an 83, so we got a +2. Obviously, well-deserved. He's killing it right now. Him and Barzal leading that Calder race. Granlund's a down 1, so now it's 79. I think that's it for forwards. Defense here, I think they had one change. Yeah, Del Zotto was an 80, now a 79. Other than that, though, I think it's the same for the Canucks. So, really, I mean, yeah, they're kind of just staying the course. Really haven't done much different since, like, last roster update a couple months ago. Vegas, though, ton of upgrades across the board. Riley Smith now an 82. He was 81. I think he could honestly even be an 83. He's been having a very good year, at least, like, equal to Perron, who also got a +1. Same with Howla. Carlson also got a +1. He was an 83. Marchessault, though, he was an 83, now an 85. He got the +2. He's just been killing it this year. I don't know why he didn't get upgraded before. The bottom 6, I think, is the same. They added Leipzig. He wasn't there before. The rest of the guys are the same rating. And they've actually had a few more boosts defensively as well, which I thought they deserved last time. Schmidt's now an 81. Theodore's an 80. He was a 77. Miller's an 81. He also was a 77. Didn't make sense for him to be so low rated. He's been one of their best guys, especially on the power play. And then in goal, Fleury, who's just killing it, now an 88. I believe he was an 86, maybe 85, at least an 86. Either way, he got like a +2 or +3. Fleury's having an unreal year. So, I mean, overall, Vegas needed upgrades, and they got them. Last couple teams here, guys. Washington Capitals, only a couple rating changes. Oshie down 1, wasn't 85 before. And then Carlson's up 1 was an 86. I think both those make sense. Oshie an 84 probably a bit more fair. Then Carlson's been killing it of late, so he should have even got an upgrade last time. And then lastly here we have the Jets, who I don't think have had any rating changes on forward or D, just lineup changes. But Hellebuck here is now an 87. He was an 85, but again, kind of like Fleury, Vasilevsky, just having a career year. And I have all 3 of those goalies in fantasy, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I made sure too to check like Trouba, Scheifele were both scratched, but they're the exact same still. And then of course you got like Wheeler playing center. But that's it, guys, for the roster update for February 1st. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Overall, I think EA did a really good job. I think at the beginning of the year, I was a little bit like questioning their ratings, but as the season went on, I think they've done a really good job in just kind of fixing them, fine-tuning them, and making them authentic to real life. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave that thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.